Today, I want to talk to you about two things. In a good relationship, everybody expects there to be good communications. There has to be a good system of communications. And then everybody has to also have a sense of what the expectations are. As handsome as I am, I would probably be a fun person today to have a friend, to be a church friend, to work with. There are a lot of relationships we can have. And you would say, oh, yeah, I like being in a relationship with him. But if you wanted to be my wife, there are expectations. So not everybody's going to sign up for that. And there are ladies out there, I know you're listening to me and you're saying the same thing. Just because I'm fun in this scenario, I'm fun in this environment, I'm fun in the context of this relationship, friendship, it's totally different thing when we talk about being in a closer relationship like marriage. And so Jesus is the same way. A lot of people want to date Jesus, and we in our workplace and church lives and family lives, we throw his name out, toss his name out. We like to date him, but how many of us are really willing to be married to him? Because he has expectations. Let's talk about some of those expectations. First of all, in John 14, verses 12 through 17, he says, he that believes on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go to the Father. And he also says, I'm going to ask that the Father send you another helper, because I expect you to do the works that I did, and greater works than the ones that I did. Companion scripture in Mark chapter 16, verse 15 and 18, he talks about us going into the world and preaching the gospel throughout the world. And in the course of doing that, there are some things we're supposed to do. We're supposed to have certain signs that follow us. And so what he does is he gives us time now. He gives us warning now. He even sows seeds into our lives now so that we can get ourselves in the right framework, right mindset, even right lane of relationships and friendships, even church and other relationships, so that we can fulfill his expectations. He has expectations of us. And so we can use this time to get in the right relationships that will help us at work, at home, to be who he expects us to be at work and at home. He's just as interested as you are in there being performance and fruits, there being results, there being success, there being an increase in your stature. And he has a way to get that done. But many of us don't really expect to, or try to, or endeavor to, or listen to him so that we know what those expectations are. And that brings us to the first point I brought, which was communications. We have to have effective communications. I know people who are in relationships, and I got a call a couple of days ago about somebody who's in a relationship, but there is no communication. There's only communication coming from one source. So there's communication, but there's not communication. There has to be a giving and a receiving. So it's not just about us asking and expecting him to give, but it's also about us just being in a relationship, talking to him about everything, and then letting him tell us how we should approach it. Maybe last time the right way to approach that person who was late in your department was to do X, but maybe this time it's more appropriate to do Y, because he's doing things in that person's life as well. And you both have a responsibility to the company, your employer, but he is able to accomplish not only his purposes, but also to allow you and even cause you to be a blessing to your employer. And the last thing we want to do is to get down to the very end and say, but Jesus, we did all these things for you, and I went to church, and I went to Bible study, and I did this, and I accomplished this, and I gave. And he says, you didn't consult with me. You didn't depend on me. You didn't ask me. You didn't need me. You did all those things on your own. You didn't do anything by faith. You did a whole lot of natural. I didn't have much room to put any super on top of it because you had it all covered. And so we need to stay in touch with him, consult with him often, daily, hourly. We want to make sure that since we were created for good works, that we are available to him when he wants us to handle those small assignments, seemingly small assignments that will have great impact in the world. He ultimately wants us to become those who are in communication with him, who know his expectations, who become world overcomers, who become overcomers of situations and circumstances that burden people's lives, that, the things that hold people back. We're the people who are bringing liberation. He has anointed us to preach the gospel to the poor and to set at liberty those who are captives. But in order to do that, in order to be able to set them free, We have to ourselves be overcomers and be available so that we depend on him, and our faith in him, our confidence in him, our obedience to him results in people being set free. Again, he has high expectations for you. The Father does as well. He expects you not only to do the things that he did, but greater things. He's expecting you to be in touch with him because communication is the basis of your relationship with him, basis of life. Become an overcomer. The word tells you that we have to do the works that he did and greater works. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. May God bless you.